All right. So, first off, let's take a few deep breaths and just ground. So we'll put our feet on the floor, take a nice deep breath in. Let it out. Deep breath in. Let it out. And one more. Let it out. All right. Excellent. And actually, I keep forgetting about the fact that I put little stones in your boxes, especially those of you that have had a heck of a day. The selenite that was in most of your boxes, like you all should have gotten a little selenite stick. It's a long white stick. If you just hold that in your hand while you're breathing, it clears, it cleanses, it protects against darker energy. And it's one that, like, I notice physically in my body, like if I've got tension and I just kind of breathe while holding that. And sometimes I even hold it like where it hurts, like the back of my neck or my chest or something. It really helps calm things down, clear things out. I know I sound very woo saying that, but it's true.
Sounds very Asheville stuff.
I know, shut up.
I have stones everywhere.
But yeah, that is a very powerful stone. So it's a helpful one. Today we are talking about storytelling through art. So this is actually one of my favorite episodes, favorite uh, sessions. That's the word. How are you, Jen B? How are you, Sheena?
I'm good. Jen A's calling me out, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just curious if you were coming.
I know, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey.
I'm
Um.
grateful to be here. I had a little dip in my negative energy come up about 20 minutes ago. I don't want more of that shit, so I'm here.
Get
Good
your
thing you're
selenite
here.
stick.
What did you say, Michelle?
Get your selenite stick out.
Yeah, I mean, I've had an epic fucking day, so 20 minutes will not dictate my,
Yeah.
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 So,
Exactly. Awesome. Well, and yes, that's why you're here, is to relax and let go of the crap. So yeah. So yeah, we just took some deep breaths. Today we're talking about storytelling. So this is storytelling through art, and how um when we use art to tell a story, you can evoke emotions, you can be bringing somebody into your story. A lot of times, people look at art and they might not know the exact message that the artist is creating, but they still feel something and it still relates to them in their own way. So there's multiple levels there. And it is a day where hi Mo, we're going to be creating our own self portraits, but I don't want you to be scared, because as we work through it, I will explain that you don't have to literally draw your head and make it look like you, because
Oh, I'm going all Picasso on this one.
exactly. I mean, you can go Picasso, but we're going to go. I have a slideshow to give you guys some ideas of the things that you can do to share your story and the things that you want to share about yourself without even having you don't even necessarily have to draw your face or your
is,
body.
is
It's
this the
very
one where I
cool.
drew 4 pages of me?
I think it might be the one.
Yeah.
I
This is
think so.
this is me.
Yeah, the this is you one. That was such a good one. um Yeah, so all right, we are going to first grab our oil. Our oil is Intune today, and Intune is a great blend. We're just going to take a little bit on our hands and take a nice deep breath in. And you can massage it onto the back of your neck and your chest.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's got some patchouli in it. I apologize for those of you
Does it
who
have
don't know.
peppermint in it?
No,
No?
there is all sorts of things in it, but no, there's not peppermint. Um, what is it? Hold on, I'll find it. Doo-ba-doo. So Intune is a very calming, grounding focus blend. So it helps you focus on what you need to focus on. So actually, when Gabe was little, this was a blend I used on him pretty much every day for school.
Hmm.
And it helped him focus in class, which
Le
was
ylang
important.
lang lang, maybe?
Yes, yep, that's what you're smelling. So
Yep.
sandalwood, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, more sandalwood, and Roman chamomile. So, yes, very grounding, very centering, and helps with focus. So, it's one that the first time I smelt it, I was like, ew. But then I think once you experience it, you start to love it. But it's very, very soothing and centering. Hang on a second. All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. So we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to relax, kind of ground, and you'll want your journal with you. Because we're going to be just kind of writing a little as we do this process tonight. So let's just close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. And tonight we're going to think about what part of your story is ready to be honored or shared. Just sit with that thought. Let it drift through your body. And breathe without forcing anything. And if there's a thought that comes up that makes you feel a little nervous, breathe into that space in your body.
Can you speak up?
Okay, yes, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. Place your hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in. My story matters. I honor it with love and courage. And think about your face and the life that it has lived and you have lived. And your body, every line, every curve holds a story. See the strength, the softness, the resilience. Take time to honor the story of you. Of who you are, what you've come through, who you're becoming, and still blooming. You're worthy of being seen. What is the story that's in you that needs to be shared? When you're ready, open your eyes and begin to journal about what needs to be explored. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Hmm?
I said good.
Okay, cool. The cutest hiccup.
Thanks.
By the way, the call's not about this, but Jen's birthday is tomorrow.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Pisces,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
And I have a choir schedule, so I think I might go for a hike tomorrow afternoon because it's my birthday and I
Yay.
want to.
Awesome. As you
That's
should. Excellent. Um, all right. So how are we doing on our writing? Ready to share a little or not share? You don't have to. Okay.
Crickets.
It's okay.
What you got, Michelle?
Oh, come on, really?
You don't know me yet.
Yeah, I don't. This is a hell of a way to start. So, um, I didn't go real deep in the specifics, but I just uh kind of sketched out the challenges that I've faced, including invisible ones.
Hmm.
Um,
Mm.
uh, and choosing resiliency and compassion instead of like closing down and giving up is something that I'm really, really proud of. And I think I haven't realized the extent of what I have. I don't know if I want to say overcome, but what I have experienced and what's the word? What's the word? Oh shoot, my words are bad today.
It's okay.
Um, Not just even perseverance. I'm just gonna say overcome because I don't know what else to say right now. Um, and in some of those things, there are things that would drive most people like mad
Hmm.
inside of a day. Um, and Steph, should I tell them what one of them is?
Sure, if you wish.
Okay. On November 12th, 2013, I remember that because it was 11/12/13 when I was at the doctor's office filling it out. I woke up, sat up in bed, and fell right over with vertigo. And long story short, the vertigo was cruel, like you would not believe, and lasted for a month. And then then all of a sudden one day it just started to leave as quickly as it came. And when it did, went completely deaf on my left side. And I'm not slightly, I'm moderately impaired on my right side. And hi, Daisy. Um, and Daisy, my dog, is listening to my story. Um, And the odd thing is when you're left with this kind of a weird, they have no idea what, but they think it was a virus. When you're left with this kind of this kind of sudden neurosensory hearing loss, it leaves you also with incredible raging tinnitus. And talking like a minimum of four channels of sound at any given time, 24/7, always louder than anything else that's going on. And we have tried all kinds of, everybody's like, oh, you need to have your marbles or your pedals balanced and all that stuff. It's a different type of thing. And it takes a cognitive toll. It takes a big toll.
Mhm.
Um, and I kind of just you just get on with it and you just do. And I just never I think for a long time didn't accept the toll it was taking,
Mhm.
and then had to actually really accept that
Mhm.
and what it had done to me. Um, and that's just one of the things. But then also getting to a point in life, well, and I would say the that experience now for what, how many years ago is that? 13 years ago. Um, that experience has gave me a whole new, well, you experience things differently. And it gives you a new set of compassion for others, which I
Mhm.
considered a gift in the process. Um, but eventually you just get to a point where, whether it's a physical challenge, emotional challenge, all the things that we all face being human,
Mhm.
in this experience, that you're like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel like I have this kind of constant level of stress that never goes away. And that's not, it's like this, sometimes it might be a little higher, sometimes it might be a little lower, but it's just this kind of always maintained level of stress that you're dealing with. A while back, I was like, this is not good standard operating procedure, um, and then I was like, it's not acceptable for that to be the norm.
Yep.
Um, and that, use the tools of dealing with that to make a total shift and kind of, all of that is to say, I feel like I've kind of come to this point of total, like really a point. There've been glimpses of transformation and moments of like, yeah, yeah, Um, but I feel like I'm at a real turning point in my life of like real transformation,
Yeah.
that I have not. Uh, I can just feel it in things that are happening around me,
Mhm.
let alone within myself. So yeah, so
Yep.
that's kind of what I was scribbling in various things, in my book, and that was much
Awesome.
longer than I meant it to be.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Excellent. Love that. And people are giving you hearts. Um
Oh,
yes. Shayna, I think you were going to speak next.
Michelle, I'm really sorry that you've been dealing with all of that. That resonated with me a lot in a lot of different ways. I really feel for
thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
I'm a tough old bird, though. It's good.
health is the biggest wealth, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. That's for
Mhm.
sure.
That's what me and my wife have been really learning in our first few years of marriage here.
Oh
But
god.
yeah,
We're
I hope that you feel healthy and strong
getting
soon.
there. We're
Yeah,
getting there.
feel
Hmm.
you. Um, I guess what I would say about what the story I feel ready to tell about myself. I kind of made a post about it somewhat recently on my Facebook, but just kind of like this concept of like, I feel like I lost my essence
Mhm.
of my,
Joy.
I don't know, soul, like my personhood somewhere along the
Mhm.
way. Um, and I want her back like so badly. And I
Mhm.
feel like I'm almost found her again, but kind of like Michelle was saying, I feel like I've gone through a lot of different iterations of transformation and been like right on the precipice, you know. I'm a therapist as one of my, jobs, so I'm always coaching people and have all these good ideas for people, but then don't necessarily have the, self-love and self-compassion for myself. So I think what I feel ready to tell is kind of like this story that it's still evolving now, but like the story of the evolution about like how I found her again and how I'm finding her again and how
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on doing that by like engaging things like this and
Mm-hmm.
like Jen's book club and things that are trying to make me elevate my circle and my life, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
um so that's kind of a story that I feel ready to tell, but I'm not sure
What capacity?
in what capacity, because there's a lot of facets of that story, a lot of mental health. I'm not ashamed or anything like that of it, but you just have to be aware of what you're sharing and what platform. If you have plans, you just have to be aware that, when you share certain information, it can affect your plans for better or
Mm-hmm.
worse.
Yeah.
So I'm not dumb to not know that that has implications. So you just have to like be aware. But that's
Yeah.
enough for me. So thanks for
Okay.
listening.
Of course. Thank you.
That was beautiful. And I like how you
Mhm.
took it to the story that's going to be shared. That's where I didn't get to in my scribbles yet. So
Oh,
I panicked. I panicked when Gen B called on me. But no, that was beautiful.
thank you.
Dr. Jen, you want to share?
I'm good today.
Okay, groovy. No worries. Heather, did you want to share?
I mean, I just scribbled a little bit.
Okay.
Um, I totally relate to her story, actually. So that was very good. Thank you. Um, but one thing that I have worked on for a long time is actually not being afraid to say things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, like in high school, I actually had somebody yell at me because I was afraid to say how I felt. That's obviously ridiculous, especially if you're afraid. But then you have to realize that you shouldn't be afraid because you have a voice.
Mm-hmm.
But especially, as you know, my mom is very hard to say things to. Um,
Yep.
so for many, many years, even up until a couple of years ago, when I bought a camper and was afraid to tell my mom that I bought a camper, and at 49 years old because I didn't want her to yell at me and tell me it was stupid. So kind of working on that forever, but getting better at
Yeah.
that. It was kind of where I got to.
Okay. Good. And Miss B,
Miss B.
I know you hate
Makes
when
me
I do
feel
it.
like I'm
Sometimes it just comes out that way.
5,700 jokes. Okay. Um, I tell a lot of stories, and I went down this path of similar to Michelle, funny enough, writing down a list of all the shit in my life. I tell a lot of stories, so I had never really put it in this context of listing. I'm not sure this is helpful. Other than I decided to, if I'm gonna write a list of shit, then I'm also gonna write a list of all the ways that it's worked out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Amen.
so I have like I don't know, each list probably has 14 things. And I writing these lists, I probably realize that I'm not giving myself enough credit with the good list. Um, and what I wrote across the top in full vulnerability. And again, really interesting. I've had such an epic day. I called Keenan this morning. I was like, OMG, my life is so good. It's raining. I live in Colorado. Like I feel at peace. I'm listening to country music. That's like my sense of like the world
Safe
is good.
place.
Okay. So if you don't hate country, I am sorry. But that's where I found myself, out in the woods of nowhere. So I wrote across the top, I wasn't supposed to be here. Beat so many statistics, and sometimes hard to feel like I am enough.
Hmm.
Mm.
So yeah,
We love you.
Mhm.
thank you.
And thank you guys for sharing your little bits, because it just, helps us understand a little bit of each other. All right, I am going to now share my screen because, like I said, we're going to make some sort of piece of art that tells a little bit about our story. I call it a self-portrait, but it does not have to be the traditional. So I'm going to show you some pieces
Our
of art that,
self-portrait doesn't have to be about our shit, right? It can be about the good stuff, like the good list, the bad list, like Gen V
right?
said,
Yeah,
right?
it can be about whichever you want. It could be
Because my
anything.
self-portrait's going to be a ray of fucking sunshine, not the shit.
It's not going to be like this first painting that I'm going to show you, which is Frida.
The scream, don't feel it be the scream. I hate
No.
that painting.
So Frida had a very rough life with many, many, many struggles. And she painted portraits of herself quite often. But they were very, she used a lot of symbolism within them. So like the wounded deer is kind of about the transformation she had, from all the surgeries and things that she had and the struggles that she's been through and the pains in her life. But also this portrait with the hummingbird necklace, that is a symbol of life and love, but at the same time it's on thorns, which is making her bleed because she, again, the pains and the things that she went through in life. And then she had a lot of symbolism of the animals in the background that represent animals that were in the jungles of Mexico and the plant life and whatnot. So it's like she would bring in the beauty and the pain and use the symbolism of things that represented things to her during her life. And then the colors also have some symbolistic meanings, like, the alternation of the darks and the lights. So now that's a pretty heavy one. Now we'll go have some fun. Norman Rockwell, I love that he captures everyday life in a very simplistic everyday life experience. So this is a self-portrait of him in his studio painting and drawing the next magazine cover. The crumpled up papers, but you're looking at his back, you're looking at him doing the work, you're looking at him creating. So you get a real feeling for what this is evoking, right? And what the story is that it's telling. Whereas Jean-Michel Basquiat, he was an abstract painter. He loved like layering, and using energy, the energy of the paint to add chaos and excitement kind of to the page. He did a lot of paintings that had to do with things that were happening in New York City, race, the fame that he experienced, all these different things. And again, very different style.
To me, that just looks like torment.
Well, his life was torment.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's why, yeah.
Yeah. Especially when you're homeless and drug addicted on the streets of New York City. Yet famous and being, crazy. Then we've got Vincent van Gogh. Now with he definitely used a certain palette of colors. Like if anybody saw the Vincent van Gogh exhibits, that those blues, the greens, the golds, those colors are in almost every painting of his. Those specific colors. But like this particular painting is done right after he had cut his ear off in A State of Madness. So he was one of those painters that he had to paint about life every single day, right? So he cut his ear off and was like, okay, I'm going to paint about that. But it's just, he's just showing like his life and who he is. And then this next picture, this Dave Hockney picture, I find this one so entertaining because it is called Self-Portrait with the Blue Guitar. It took me about 10 times looking at this picture before I found the blue guitar. It's what he's actually painting. But he added in like the colors that he likes and the modern shapes and designs that inspire him, and so it's again a little more abstract and exaggerated perspectives, but it's interesting and it's fun. So yeah. And then of course we've got the fun Picassos and whatnot that are very abstract, but again using color to evoke emotions, to make make the picture come alive off the page. So yeah, there's lots of different things that we can do. We don't have to make it very exact for who you are. The other thing that I was thinking of is a friend of ours who was in my last cohort. On this day, I think it was, she drew like almost like a roadmap to show the journey along her path. And then she had like certain highlights, and that spoke to me as an idea to throw out to you guys, just because obviously everybody's going to do it in their own way, but you all kind of shared like there's this journey that you're not 100% clear on what and how much of it you want to share or how you would share it in art, but that might be an interesting way to express it. But at the same time, you could also think about like Michelle was saying, the positive thing, like maybe it's how you're going to feel once you have stepped into the being that you want to be, right? When you are feeling comfortable enough to share that story, or after you've shared it and you are like Michelle was saying, she's feeling like it's a transformative year. She's stepping into a different energy of who she is. So maybe it's drawing that energy that you want to bring forth, right? You're not 100% there, but you'll get there.
Yeah.
Embody it. And so for today, we're going to be creating whatever we want for our self-portrait, our storytelling, with whatever mediums you wish to use. So you could use your watercolors, colored pencils, markers, all of the above, whatever you want. Now I feel like I've boggled all of you.
What are most people choosing? Paint, pencils, or markers?
I'm using colored pencils.
Anything but pencils? Is that what you said?
Oh, I'm using colored pencils.
She is using. Yep. I think I'm gonna start with paint and probably add marker or pen into it.
Mm.
What you laughing at, Keenan?
You. I love when you're thinking hard because it's always amazing whatever you create.
Because you hardly ever see that. No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's it.
That's it. All right. You know what I was going to ask my friend, Shauna.
What?
Shayna, yeah.
Shayna, sorry. How did it go?
That's okay. It went pretty good. So I had I met up with a new client today, a new pet sitting client. I wouldn't say I doubled my price. I didn't do that,
Okay.
but I went at the highest end that I ever go. I did.
Nice.
And what'd they say?
She didn't say anything. She was just like, okay. She just moved on with the conversation. So it didn't seem like it was
Disturbing her.
an issue.
Cool.
But yeah, she
Okay.
just continued the conversation. So I don't know. Her puppy was wild. So I was more
You were more apt to charge more.
I mean, I have a
Yes.
rate for puppies, just period. Because I mean, it's more
That's
work.
fair.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. And it's more management for me with my dogs, and it's this, whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So I'm all about safety. So I was just kind of talking to her. She doesn't have a crate train. So I was like, forget my price. Like, we got to talk about you getting comfortable in the crate before I can say I can have him at my house. Like, come on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I gotta. Anyway, so it went well. I said the price, and she didn't balk. So I'm just gonna say that's the price from now on, and maybe
Woohoo!
Good.
more onto it. Hopefully,
Yay. That's
Thank you for
awesome.
asking. I did it.
You did it.
I sort of. I mean, I went at the high end. I went at the high end.
Awesome.
Okay, you went to the highest. That's fine. You said that's your new price, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
So to give you a little context, I run a book club, and the book is We Should All Be Millionaires. And this week the concepts were $1 million value and $1 million pricing. So we talked about 2xing our prices and what that would do. And our friend here just decided to volunteer. So we all poured into her.
Nice.
And-
That's awesome.
Yeah, this call was gonna happen like right after the call or her meeting. So
Yep.
yeah,
That's awesome.
there you go. And I say I run like a book club, like I've been doing this for years. No, I've been
Right.
doing it for
Like
4 weeks.
2 weeks.
I run a book club.
It's just how we operate.
Yeah.
So apparently I'm doing this thing.
I guess apparently I'm doing it again.
Yep, exactly, because you keep saying it.
Well, I mean, when 20 people keep consistently showing up, it seems like they want something.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking right now about which book we should read next. Do we have any opinions?
Well, you said the other day you want to do Atomic Habits, and you've said
I
that
know
like,
if you
you've
were to leave
said
me to my
that
own
like
devices,
20 times.
if we
You
were
know
you were
that.
to leave me to my own devices, I'd do Atomic Habits. But then I felt like I
I
had
put
to
that
open
in the
it to group.
chat. I put that in the chat, and someone else put that in the chat too.
Oh, Atomic
So,
Habits?
yeah. So there's
I-
at least 3 people that think that. Then
Well, then what are
Well,
we waiting
then
for?
that's what Jen's doing.
But yeah, no, I started that one before. I'm good at starting, and then I'm
Yes.
not great at finishing.
That
these
particular book genre, I'm not good at, period. End of sentence.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole, like, business self-helpy book. I can't
Yeah,
do it. Doesn't work for my bit. Like I some of them I enjoy, but most of them I'm like I throw them against a wall at some point.
fair. I mean,
And
it
not
is.
necessarily that I'm like it's like I'm like I just want to if I'm going to read, I want to be reading for pleasure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of repetition. You know,
Yes, and that too. Yes.
and it's like, but sometimes it lands differently if it's said slightly differently by somebody else, and
A
then you,
hundred percent.
I don't know, and also repetition usually helps you, I don't know,
Yeah,
learn.
I think there's so so I had been doing a book club with some other people from Polka Dot Set. What the heck was the book? I don't even know. I hated that book. I hated this book so much
Great.
that I literally don't remember the name of the book. But I remember being very frustrated with it. And then I had a conversation with Kirstine from the UK, and she was like, "I'm gonna send you a book. It's called um, Coffee Self Talk." And so basically, it's the same exact premise as this annoying book that really dug into quantum physics and and manifesting things. But it was written in a very masculine way that it just it just irked me. Like I couldn't wrap my brain around the concepts. I went into the same degree of brain power that I did when I was a struggling science person who couldn't do chemistry, who would be like, well, how do we know that that's what carbon looks like if it's so small, like molecularly, like I just would get angry and a bit of ass hattery would come out of my body. Like I couldn't help it. And so Kirstine sends me this book, the Coffee Self Talk book, and it's the same premise of like thinking about the things you want, having gratitude, being open to magic, all the things. But literally you say your gratitude and you think about your things that you want to manifest in life over your cup of coffee. So it becomes a ritual so that when you are holding a cup of coffee, it automatically becomes a thing that you're doing. And it's such a brilliant concept. And like I loved that book. And when I was done with it, I was like, yeah, that was literally the exact same book, just put the words in a completely different order and it resonated. So yeah, I totally get that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess decision has been made.
Do you know what I revisited with some folks, not a book club per se, my creative self-mastery group that I participate in sometimes. And it was, I think, during the pandemic where somebody decided we were going to read Man's Search for Meaning, Viktor Frankl, which I had read in college as a history major when I was really ODing on World War II history and was like, if I have to read another thing about the Holocaust, I'm going to scream. And it was good book. It was good book and worthwhile then, but I was also stupid kid, at the time too. Reread it what, 4, 5 years ago, and saw so much difference in it. And the biggest, I was like, how could this have been the same book? And that's what reminded me, Steph,
Different
is when you
human
said like
reading it.
basically same subject, but
Yep.
written differently. But also when we revisit things sometimes when we're in a different place in our lives. And with Viktor Frankl, um, the whole, and I believe this now to my core, is you can take two people and they have the exact same experience,
And they'll
i.e. they're
have
both in the Holocaust,
completely
both experienced the Holocaust. How they choose to respond to it
totally different.
is
Yep.
completely tracks how the rest of their life is going to go, how they will experience life. And I was just like, this is freaking brilliant. So now I'm rethinking like, what else do I need to reread? You
Yeah,
know?
right? Yep. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, it hit totally. And I think it was just because I was a bleary-eyed history major English minor that had to read a minimum of 500 pages a night in things, and so I was like, whatever, you know. But
You were never, well, not never, but you were much more, you had other times of history that you found more fascinating at that time in
oh, I
life.
loved
So,
World War. That was actually my that was my favorite.
really?
Was Yep, it was the 20th or 19th and 20th century stuff.
Hmm.
Loved it. I love well, there's all kind everything's interesting at some point, but no, I love that was American Studies was more my thing. Um, and World War II was really big. I did a whole year of it.
Mm.
Well, it was basically at 1900 to post-war World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was totally ODing on stuff. It was just too much, too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Keenan, I don't know what you're gonna do with me.
Why? You going
I
rogue
follow
as usual?
directions.
You
What?
followed directions? What have they done with my Jen?
I am actually really damn proud of what I drew. I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah?
Yeah, I will show her to you in a second.
Excellent.
Where's my eraser? Oh no, I lost my eraser. Oh well, whatever. Eraser.
Getting ready for tub, Gabriel? Oh, excellent.
Mom, what'd you do with the iPad? Did you drop it off a volcano?
Everybody's so quiet.
Mm-hmm. Focused. What is happening?
Ooh, that's terrible. Oops, oops, oops. Mhm. That's the right color.
Gabriel's school just called. He has a 2-hour delay tomorrow.
Bah.
Is it because of snow?
I mean, it's not really.
I thought you guys, the blizzard was like last week.
Blizzard was last week. I mean, we got a few inches. It was a
What?
little. It was a little slick when I picked him up at basketball today, which was at like 4 o'clock. So I'm sure it got worse. So I'm sure it's just so that buses don't go sliding around the Worcester Hills, but I'm just done with winter.
Yeah, we've really not gotten much of it here at all.
I know.
Oh,
If I could send it your way, I would.
Well, and with that being said, who the heck knows what's going to happen in 2 weeks when we're at the retreat?
Right. Maybe I'll bring it to you, and I don't want to do that
No!
because I need to get home.
And you probably want to spend some time outside.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see the prettiness. And I'm
Yeah,
actually hoping that it's nice there. So that I'm like, yay.
it will be nice too, or that's the plan.
Yeah, that's the plan. Mother Nature better play along.
Okay. I'm gonna stop messing with my self-portrait because I think it is what it needs to be.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a positive kudo for you,
Yeah.
randomly.
What's
Yeah,
that?
so I'm part of I don't even know what to call this. A group. It's
Okay.
not a mastermind. It's a group of 6 of us, women entrepreneurs who come together and talk about reflections, basically.
Okay.
Anywho, she's come to my Dare to Be meeting. Her name is Jess Hershey, and she lives in Boise.
Okay.
And she was leaning into, we were doing our reflection section today, and she was like, I think I got this page from someone in Jen's groups. She had us draw.
Ah!
And she's like, I know this is gonna be weird and awkward, but I'm just gonna ask you to draw. I'm gonna ask you to draw yourself. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and I was driving during the time, and so I couldn't really see people in the group.
Yeah.
So I was also participating like minimally at that point. And so
Mm-hmm.
then I jump on camera. She's like, I did learn this through this group, right? And I said, yeah, through somebody named Stephanie Keenan Ray. That's
Yeah.
where you picked that up.
That's
And so
awesome.
somebody's mentioning your name in a room you're not in, Keenan.
Yay! I like that.
He's like, I'm gonna have you draw. It's weird, but it works, folks. Just follow along.
Just do it.
Let's do it.
Well, did I show you the card Anahita sent me?
The card that Anahita who?
Anahita sent me.
Oh, look at that.
That's her butterfly from our networking reimagined meeting.
Oh, yay. We have to do that again.
Yeah, I know. And then she painted it. And it was so funny because, Joe's used to me getting cards from people. And so I opened it and I was like, oh, yay, look at this. It's so cool. And then I left it on the counter. And he had looked at it kind of in glancing while he was doing whatever he was doing. And then he comes back and he looks, he picks it up. He's like, did she paint that? And I was like, yes. I was like, she drew it during one of my workshops with Jen and then proceeded to paint it and make it her own even more and then turned it into a card for me. And he's like, that's so cool.
So cool. Yeah,
Yep.
good.
All right. How we feeling, ladies?
Good.
Yeah.
This is me.
Let's see. Pocket
That's Pocket Bee.
Bee.
oh, the Puckabee.
I love it. Why are you giving Pocket Bee side eye?
No, I'm proud of Pocket Bee. I've got a little smile going on. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Pocket Bee, what's going on? Look at you. You're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Just making sure. Hey, Pocket Bee.
Hey, Pocket Bee. Don't steal the show, Pocket Bee.
Right?
Never-
Exactly.
Yeah. Sign a new client. What am I getting in Pocket Bee? I'm like, don't, that's not the point.
This is about you, not Pocket Bee. Might be for you, man.
Steph, can you see
Oh,
mine?
you did such a good job.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, I gotta get it in focus. There we go.
Put it in front of your head.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. So, but at the bottom there's a heart and
Okay.
squiggles like for a map and then there's like rays of freaking sunshine coming out of my head.
Rays of freaking
And
sunshine.
Yep, there you go. And one eye's open, one eye is closed,
Uh-huh.
and one ear, I did an ear over here with green
Ah,
rays coming out of it 'cause for the one
nice.
ear.
Nice. I love that. Okay. Yay, Heather's in her basement. That's a good sign. So Heather's basement is
Artist.
where she has her art supplies. And it had we had not been down there in a while, and then around Christmas she was like, I'm gonna clean up the basement, and Gabriel kept like calling and checking on her. He'd be like, is the basement ready? Do you need us to come over and help you? As if he would help us. He'd really just roll around with the like stuffed toy that you have.
Gen B, I love the side eyes in your self-portrait.
Yeah, I do too.
That was great. Like,
I like the hair too. The hair is
and the
Yeah,
pretty.
I
hair
like
is
the
great.
hair.
That goes without
When
saying.
I first drew it, I was cross-eyed. So then I fixed it and I was like, all right, what am I doing here? Side eye looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hair just naturally came.
I
Yep.
love that. I love that. That's great.
She's cute. I'll hang out with her.
Yep.
She's cute.
She's cute.
Very intentional bow tie with the purple and the orange. And then that's
Uh-huh.
my
Yes.
celebration shirt. It's the teal.
Yep. Yep.
Love
Yep.
it.
I love that. I'm just finishing up some things and then.
I also did one of my in my smile or lips or whatever. One end went up and the other one went down. I don't know, something to do with maybe that balanced out the eye thing. I don't know.
Well, and I took more of your direction on like the journey. So I was like, I don't know how I want to do like a self-portrait. So
Yeah.
I guess my little journey. Oh, I can see it. It's a bunch of stick figures.
I love it.
Look at the little. Oh, that's so
That is so cute, Jen. I
Very
love
cute.
that.
Oh, Jen.
I love it.
Oh,
And
the
I was
cute.
trying to remember. I was like, how did we do those? Like, did you guys ever do those like doodles when you were a kid? Like when you were bored of like dogs and different like repeating patterns? I'm
All
like,
mm-hmm.
how
down the
can we do
margins of
those
my
like dog
notebooks.
doodles?
There were
Yeah.
dog doodles?
Yeah, there was like a way that you could like just use a few shapes and like make a quick like dog out of it. And I was like, how did we do that? I don't even remember.
I don't remember
It's a whole
that.
lot of circles and
Okay, Heather's
Yeah,
pencils.
on
it was a bunch
camera.
of circles. Yeah.
Huh?
I said Heather's on camera now.
I know.
My
She's like,
super comical, cartoony girl. Hold on. Let's see. Why can't I flip my stupid phone around?
Okay.
Wait.
I'm excited for my walking
Oh, wait.
it's called
There you go.
essential oils to show up.
Blah, blah, blah.
that is
Aw.
awesome, Heth. Blah, blah, blah.
That's
You're
good.
gonna talk and take up space. I started just painting the yellow background, and I actually was thinking I was gonna use ink to draw like my person, but then I just started creating, and it basically started out as one of my swirly Dave Matthews people. But I decided to go with like so
Oh,
healer
whoa.
energy
Energy.
person
Wow.
that the
I feel it.
green, you feel it. So the green represents my my plant magic that I share with everyone, and the blue is a healing color, and then I tried to have almost all the chakra colors in there, and then I made crazy curls just because.
I wonder
Good
why.
job.
Right. I was like, yeah. So Okay, cool. Sheena, did you want to share or no?
So, so I didn't get very far in my visual representation
That's
because what I
okay.
realized is that I don't know how to visually depict what I'm trying to put on there, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
So I was getting a little stuck. But one cool thing that I did realize is I was trying to take like, the roadmap approach. And so I
Mm-hmm.
was trying to start from as far back as I could think or remember, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
first picture that I visualized was like me as a kid. I'm 3 years old. We lived in Missouri. My mom called it misery. She said, "You were
Mm-hmm.
born in Missouri." Tell me how you really feel about living in Missouri. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so we were living in Missouri, and I'm like in a field with the dog and the cat, right? That
Mm-hmm.
we and I thought it was interesting because as I'm like trying to return to like myself and like be more embodied, I've learned that I really like animals, but that
Mm-hmm.
totally interrupted my entire like childhood and adult life because as like a 3 year old I had an accident with the dog and then the dog went
Mm.
away and no one ever told me that it was my fault and that they were watching me and so that so then I was afraid of dogs until like basically my adult life, right? And
Mhm.
so it's just interesting that as I was thinking about the first thing that I can remember, and it was something with animals. And then I'm trying
Yeah.
to get to myself, and I
Right.
And
found
it
out,
was a happy moment.
yeah.
Mhm.
So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
but I got to get better at putting it on paper. I don't even want to show you because it's like I don't even
It's
know,
okay.
like scribbling.
It's okay. It's allowed.
So I don't know. It's like a square person, but yeah, I don't not great at
Well,
that.
so play with just so personally I love to just use like the watercolors because I find them very freeing.
Okay.
And I would say my suggestion would be I wouldn't even try to draw a dog, a cat, or whatever. Just try to draw the emotion, like what it feels like like whether it's that peaceful feeling or the joy of being in that field, like, and maybe it is like you make green to represent the field and blue to be the sky, and then just have some other colors in there that represent you and the cat and dog and whatever. But you know, try try to just play with using whether it's the watercolors and maybe some markers or something, but like just kind of creating that feeling of what it felt like. That might be the
Okay.
best way to
Do the dog and cat doodles that Dr. Jen was talking about.
That
exactly.
was high level, very high level. Yeah.
I was like, I could very much relate with what you were saying, Gina.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be a
I could.
veterinarian when I was a little girl and got away from that and went on a different path. And then recently I've come back to do animal chiropractic. So I can relate to like always loving animals and find my way back to
Mhm.
working with them. So
Mhm.
That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
can I tell you, I didn't even know that's a thing, animal chiropractor. I didn't even know that that's a thing. That
Mhm.
Yeah.
that so you're suggesting it's so interesting. I don't know who's talking, but anyway, I didn't know that was a thing.
I think somebody's video or something in the background.
There we go.
Yeah.
I fixed her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most common responses I get is that people don't know that it exists, right?
Are you in Massachusetts?
I am not. I'm in Denver. I'm in Colorado.
Okay. I'll have to
Yeah.
when I figure out how to get my dogs on the plane, we're gonna come to Denver first. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. I always want to meet people's pets.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll drive to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, I haven't met too many animal chiropractors up here, but like when I got certified in equine massage, and when I was attempting to get paid to do that. That's a very hard world to get into. And I made friends with a horse chiropractor who grew up in the horse world, and he was like, I'm having a hard time getting clients because they don't just trust any old fool with their horse. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, this is
Horse
gonna be
people
fun.
are weird.
Horse people are weird. And I was
They
afraid
They're-
really, they are a dysfunctional set of people oftentimes. I say
It's
that
funny.
as someone who's good friends with people that opened a horse sanctuary recently, and they're aghast by some of their fellow horse people. It's really like two of their rescues are from equestrian people. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah.
yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah.
Well, and even at that, I mean, like when I got into it, there was still the racetrack in Boston, and I honestly,
Oh.
that's who I wanted to work on was the racehorses because they deserve a massage. But I was really
They sure
afraid
do.
of the racetrack in Revere, and the dodgy
Oh.
men that work there.
I'm sure it was a fine, upstanding place.
Totally, totally.
We used to have a racetrack here in Denver at the Arapahoe Fairgrounds. I don't know if that's now become not okay. Like,
Probably. Most states have banned it.
For
Have
horses
they?
or for
or was it
dogs?
dogs?
Oh yeah, it was probably
Dogs.
dogs.
I don't think, I think there's like
Yeah, I
maybe
don't think
one
horses
state that
have
still
banned.
allows dog track or like dog racing, like
Oh, it's
greyhounds
probably
and stuff.
Florida.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
will
don't
be
know.
willing to bet Florida would allow that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was talking to Keenan today and she was driving and she was like, Florida person in front of me. I'm like, yeah, I know. We're terrible drivers.
Well, the
too."
Florida person was literally
Floridiot? A Floridiot.
a full-on Floridiot. They were,
Oh
I
no.
was up by one of the high schools, and the person had like half pulled into the driveway. They started reversing out and just started backing down the road, but I was coming towards them, and I stopped and just watched them, and they just kept coming. I was like, what the hell, Florida? And then I was like, not you, Jen.
Uh,
Yep. Yeah. So awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining me today.
yeah.
Let's take a picture if we're cool. We don't have to hold up our pictures if we don't want, but we can just smile. But hold up. Let me do the things. Oy. Hey. Ah, I actually love that.
This is something else I'm showing
Well,
you.
I
What?
still like it very, very much.
I love the colors in it.
Yeah.
Where's Heather going?
Where's Heather?
All right,
Oh, are we
one.
doing it again? Sorry.
I hadn't gotten there yet. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Hang on.
People were. It was chaos. There was some chaos happening.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yay!
sure.
We did it.
Yeah, whatever.
Keenan, are you hosting a class on Tuesday night on the 17th?
No, that week I'm canceling. So the week of the 17th, we don't have session. Because I'm traveling to Denver that day, and the Thursday I'm not going to have session either. So just to make it easier, so basically we go. So we'll have class next week. Then we'll have the week of the 24th and the 31st. And I think now we're going till the week of the 14th because I had to cancel the week that I was traveling again. But yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you for being here and going on this journey. I know this is more of a stretch week, but I think it's a good journey, and it helps you guys grow both artistically and personally. So that's what I'm all about. Anything else? We good? Yeah.
But then I hope to see Michelle again.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll
First
join us.
Tuesday, I think I've met you.
Yeah,
she's
that's right.
mostly
Because I've
been
been
on
going on the
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So,
Woo-hoo.
But yeah, Michelle's my sister if you hadn't figured it out.
Other Keenan.
Other Keenan. Oh, that's right. I just noticed the names.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad you didn't put that together. That's great. That's
Yeah,
really
right?
good.
Exactly.
And I
I didn't
actually
even
thought
know
about that
that
after I
was.
saw my name up there. I thought, oh, maybe I should just have Michelle and not my last name in there, but too late.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
I
Two
didn't know that
Keenans
that
and a
was
Cole.
Charles' last name because I always call your brother Keenan. I didn't even know that that's not his first name. I
Yeah.
was just so confused. I'm like, okay, I didn't know key piece of
At the
information.
baby shower, it was so, it was a baby shower. It was so funny because that was when I met Talia's family for the first time. And at one point, I walked up to somebody and I was like, "I'm Mike's sister," and I think I was standing right next to him, and but they all looked really confused, and that's when I found out that her ex is Mike. So that's where.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I
No
didn't
wonder
even
why
think
they
about
were
that, but yeah, good point.
They're
Yeah.
like, "Why are you here?" I was like, "He's my brother."
You're like, can't you see them as everyone? Yeah.
That's funny.
And yeah, and meanwhile, I mean, they met in the music world, so he was always Keenan to everybody there. So
Yeah, that's all I ever knew him as. So
Yeah.
then I was like, all right, I'm missing
Keenan.
something.
yes, which is really funny too, is because when I was younger and hung out with a bunch of his bandmate people, they all called me Little Keenan, and
I love that.
so I used to be Little Keenan. Now I'm just Keenan too.
Okay, well, that's probably better for you.
Yeah. I like Little Keenan because I was the little.
Don't tell me that shit before you come to a retreat with me.
You gonna start calling me Little Keenan?
Of course.
Excellent. That'll be even funnier because.
Little Keenan.
Hey, Little Keenan.
That sounds cute.
Funny.
Yes.
Endearing. I like it.
All right.
Yep. Awesome.
Thank
Have a
you.
great
Okay,
night,
bye.
ladies.
Good night,
Thank
little
you so
Keenan.
much.
Bye, y'all.
Good night.
Bye, guys. Nice to meet you all.
Bye.
Bye.